Hello guys, am I audible now? I hope it will be fine now. Sorry for that interruption. Okay, I hope it is clear now, right? Can you hear me? Good evening. Yes, good evening. Okay, thank you. So I'll tell you what once again. I'm sorry for the issue. So for the submission of the project, okay, if you are interested, you have to register it, and that link will be pinned in comment. Okay, so the last date has been extended to this Sunday. It was this Friday, I told you, but you can have it till Sunday. So before that, please make an idea and make a title and abstract what you are going to do in this week. Once you decide it, you can go with the code and try to do it successfully. Regarding the submission procedure of the project, this is just a registration. Regarding the submission, how to upload it, what's the due date, all those things I'll be discussing in tomorrow's class. Okay? So this is the last date. Please register it. Once you register, you are applicable for submitting the project. And regarding your doubts, some of you guys asked what is the maximum team members you can have. So the maximum is 4 can be in a team. Yes, it is 4 members maximum in a team, not more than above that. You can do it individually, okay, or you can do it as a team. And the maximum is 4 members. And the form is circulated now. How is it now? Is it okay? Is it echoing now also? Guys, is it clear till now? Is it clear? Yes, it is enough. You can register alone and do the project. It is not mandatory to be in a team. If you are interested, you can do as a team. Otherwise, you can do it alone. Guys, is it audible now? Now is it okay? Is it echoing still now? So today is day 19 of this Python internship. We'll start with the class. Sorry for the issues. Okay, please make note of the last date and register it. You can do it individually or as a group. Okay. It is enough. You can register alone and you can do the project. Okay, so we have seen about machine learning, right? So we are seeing about machine learning. So till yesterday we have seen some pre-processing with sklearn and so on. Moving into algorithms, so when you go into algorithm, you want to decide which you are going to use. Still any issue? Am I clear? Is it audible? Can anyone please respond? Regarding the project abstract is nothing but a shorter version, okay? It's like a half page, it is one paragraph, one or two, okay? So in that you can write about what you are going to do, what is the actual plan. When you search about abstract, thank you, I hope it's clear now. Sorry for the issues. Okay, we'll continue with the algorithms now. So once we complete the training and testing, we have split it, right? Now we want the machine to learn. So to ask the machine to learn, we use algorithms. So how will you choose algorithm? There are many things. First, you want to categorize which problem you are going to solve. Okay, based on that you have to decide. So there are certain things how to choose the right machine learning algorithm. So the factors to be considered are type of data set you are going to use. Okay, what data set you are having, nature of the problem in that data set. What is the idea of that project? So based on that you have to select the algorithm, and then the performance comparison. We will discuss about these things. So the type of data set, if you are having some numerical data set in CSV file format, you can go with support vector machine, decision tree, logistic regression and so on. There are many things and each have their advantage and disadvantage. If you are having image data sets, it is better to go with CNN. It is based on deep learning, neural networks. And then if you are having speech or text data set, which is based on natural language processing, you can go with RNN, which is recurrent neural network. Okay. And coming into the nature of problem, here you have to decide, you are having a data set, you are planning to do some problem with machine learning, you have to decide which type of problem it is. So when you comes under machine learning, we are having three types. One will be supervised learning, unsupervised learning and reinforcement learning. If your data set is labeled data, then it is supervised learning. If your data set is unlabeled data, then it is unsupervised learning. So if it is unsupervised, you can directly go into the clustering and try to do the clustering. Okay, and then if you are coming into supervised, if it is a labeled data, you have to decide whether it is a classification problem or a regression problem. So what is this classification is? If your data set, the idea is to predict either this or that. If it is this or that, okay, yes or no, 1 or 0, that thing comes under classification and it is a binary classification problem. Okay, since it is binary, either this or that, it is a binary classification. And in classification there are multi-class also. For example, you can decide in that 5 which one it is. You are just going to map the output. It can be in that 5 only. Okay, any of that 5. It can be A, B, C, D, E. What is that output? You can decide. That's what a classification problem is. When you comes under regression problem, it is like electricity price prediction or salary prediction. So in salary prediction, you cannot give this or that, right? It is like based on the dependent and independent variable, you will be predicting some range. Okay, in that you will be predicting a value. Okay, that's what a regression problem is. So today we will be trying to complete a classification and regression project. I'll show you, and based on that you have to decide the algorithms. For classification there are certain algorithms, for regression there are certain algorithms, and finally evaluation. So when you go into classification or regression or clustering, okay, in Collab it's easy. You can go from sklearn pre-processing, import what is the module you need, you can import it. For installation you can go with pip install scikit-learn. It is not sklearn, you have to type like this. Okay, so this is, I have created, wait, let me show you with this pip install scikit-learn. If you run this you will get it. Okay. So when you comes under classification or regression, if you go into this one, you are having many algorithms. So you can try and decide. Okay, you can go with this one. and try what is the accuracy score. You can calculate the score. If it is a classification problem, you can get a score of it, which is you are actually giving a test to the machine, right? You can ask it, like, based on that you can give a score. It is 90%, and if you are using some other algorithm, you are getting 95%, which is good. 95 is good, right? Then you can select that model. If you are getting too low, then the previous one is better. So that's how you can go with evaluation and compare. And for regression problems, there is something known as error calculation. You can use scikit-learn to do R2 square error calculation. If the value is near to 1, then it is very good actually. Okay. And for accuracy score calculation, for classification problem, you can go with accuracy score calculation. And to do that, you can go with from sklearn.metrics. So metrics will be doing these calculations. Okay. So sorry, so other state students can also submit the project. They are eligible. Only students are eligible. Okay. Not working profession, not any staffs. Only students are eligible to submit the projects. So from metrics, okay, from sklearn.metrics, import accuracy underscore score. So this will help you to find the score. So here what we are passing, y the true value and y predicted value by the machine. So it is going to compare and give you an output. Okay, that will be a percentage. If it is high, then we are go and select the model. Okay, this is from the predicted one from machine. So we'll do project where I can show you the accuracy score calculation. So similarly for R2 square, you can go and get it from sklearn.metrics, import R2 square. Yes, you can. The maximum is 4 in a group and the minimum is alone. You can or 2 or 3 members. Sorry, it is not for faculty. This is especially for the students. The project submission is about abstract. You can submit it as a PDF. Okay, it is a single page. Abstract is like give a glimpse about what you are going to do, right? About in 1 or 2 paragraphs. So regarding R2 score, you will be passing the same y true value and y predicted value. Okay. So we'll do this. We'll see it in the project so that I can show you what it is exactly. Clear? And we'll go into the classification problem now. So what is a classification problem? Again, I'll tell you, it is like mapping either this or that. Okay. And the project we are going to do is, no, it should be unique. It's not an existing one. What's the point of giving an existing one? It should be unique. Try to do, okay, you can do many things. Yes, you can submit the project. Your student, right? You can submit whether fresher. It's okay. So it will be better if you are doing in the base of Python. Okay, it should be in Python, and there are a lot of domains in Python itself, like machine learning or data science or whatever it may be. It should be innovative and useful in some way. If it is contributing to some, like whatever daily task we are doing, Python is for many applications are there. For example, automation or anything, right? So please try to give some innovative project idea which incorporate and use, which is useful in daily life. If it is useful in some kind of thing, those will be. Okay, so we'll go into the classification problem, and the project we are going to see now is heart disease prediction. So I'll tell you guys, till now we have seen about what all the things. We know pandas, we know NumPy, so we know the pre-processing. So in previous class we have know about scikit-learn. So you know how to load a data set, you know how to visualize, like what all the things present there, you can visualize it, you can analyze, you can search and pre-process the data. And then finally you can go into select the feature and do the training and testing split, train test split module. Okay. Once you've done all those things, next will be the model. So regarding the model selection and the accuracy score calculation, I'll show you now. So we are going to start a project from start till end. Okay. Yes, regarding doubt clarification, I'll update you tomorrow. There will be a hackathon session, so we can discuss. If you are having any doubt, you can ask it me directly in Zoom session. We'll try to incorporate it, and the date and time I'll update you in tomorrow's class. Okay, regarding the project submission and doubt clarification. 4 people can be in a group maximum. Yes, you can try out the changes and try to find it unique. So we'll start with the heart disease prediction. So machine learning is used across many, like in many part of the industries, okay, many different fields and in many domains, and healthcare is no exception. And machine learning can play an essential role in predicting the presence or absence of disease, heart disease. If the disease is predicted well in advance, it can provide important insight to the doctor who can adopt their diagnosis and treatment according to the patient, okay. So the objective, we are going to build a model for heart disease. Sorry, it is 4. It is 4. Don't get confused. I'll update the team. It is 4 maximum. So according, like including with you, totally there is 4. So that's what the idea. Totally the members can be 4 in a group. We build a model for heart disease to predict whether the person who after with like here having diabetes or not, sorry, heart disease or not, okay. So the problem statement, to automate the heart disease prediction based on patient details provided while filling out online data, and these details are, some details are there in our data set. To automate this process, they have provided a data set to identify whether the person who has affected heart disease or not. Okay, so it is a binary classification problem. You are going to find yes or no. So this is our data set and it is having features, okay, age and their gender, chest pain type, okay, resting blood pressure, cholesterol level, fasting blood sugar, resting electrocardiographic results, maximum heart rate achieved, excessive induced angina, okay, all these things are there. Finally the target is 1 or 0. If it is 1, then it means the patient is having heart disease, and if it is 0, then it means the patient don't have heart disease. So this is the data set, and we are going to use algorithms like logistic regression. Since it is a classification problem, but for classification problem we will use a regression algorithm which is a logistic regression. There are 2 algorithms in linear model. One is linear regression and another one is logistic regression. So you can decide an idea and give a title for your project. You can write about it in 1 or 2 paragraph and upload it in abstract, okay. So it is a supervised machine learning algorithm used for classification, this logistic regression, okay. So logistic regression predicts the output of a categorical dependent variable. So it is used to describe the data and relationship between one dependent and more independent variables. So it is better when the data is linearly separable and it is easy to implement and train a model using logistic regression. Okay, so this is how it works. It produces a S-shaped curve and try to find the threshold value, and based on it, it will decide either it is, if it is below, it is going to be 0, and if it is above this point, it is going to be 1. Okay, based on the sigmoid curve, it will do. And we are also going to use random forest. It is a tree-based algorithm. It contains many number of decision trees. So based on the average from every tree, it is going to give you the output. It is like each tree is going to do the task and it will decide, okay, any one. So based on the average value, it is going to give you the output. And then support vector machine, it is another algorithm. So in that we are going to use support vector classifier. Since it is a classification problem, yes, one person is enough in a group. You can do it individually. Okay, it will try to find a hyperplane, it will try to flit, and based on that plane it is going to divide. Okay, so if the new point is in this side, it is going to be 1, or in this side it is going to be 0, in that way based on the hyperplane. So we'll try to do this project. It is heart disease prediction. Let me connect it. I already have the code so that I can explain you properly. Let me upload the data set. So we are importing the necessary libraries. Import NumPy as NP, import pandas as PD, train test split module. So this is how I am taking the logistic regression algorithm. See here from sklearn.linear_model. It is from linear model. Import logistic regression. And then from sklearn.metrics, I am importing the accuracy score for accuracy score calculation. So let me load the dataset. Okay, so I'm copying and pasting the path and reading the CSV file. Okay, I have to run this. Okay, now dataset is loaded. Let me go and get the head, first 5 rows. So this is our dataset. We have seen, right, what all the features present there, and the target is 1 or 0. We have to decide. So these are the features. Each thing are for one patient. This row, entire row is on one patient, and he is having diabetes. Sorry, having heart disease. Okay, in that way. In project abstract, you can write what you are going to do in that project. About that project, you can write. What is the idea? It is 1 or 2 paragraphs. Title you can give on your own for your project. You have to give the title. What is your idea? You can give the title. And this is the last 5 rows. I'll get the shape. Totally it consists of 303 rows and 14 columns. Let me get the info. And it seems like everywhere it is 303, so there is no null values present. Yes, 4 is maximum. 4 members in a team. And I'll check for null values. See here it is 0, so there is no issue. You don't want to worry about the null value. I'll go and get this describe, which is the statistical summary. What is the count? What is the mean value? What is the mean age in our data set? What is the standard deviation, maximum, minimum values? Okay, mean cholesterol level and so on. So I'll go and get this value counts of the target column. So it seems like for 138 patients it is heart disease absent, and 165 patients it is heart disease present. I'll import matplotlib and cborn, and I'm giving a count plot for this data. So this is the count. Nearly 140 don't have heart disease, and nearly 160 have heart disease in our data set. And I'll draw a heat map using correlation. We have already seen this, right? Correlation. See here, this is the correlation of. Yes, you can try something different, game based in Python. Okay, so this is a correlation heat map. How one column is related with another, whether it is a positive correlation or negative correlation. We have seen that, right? So using cborn with hue, I'll plotting a count plot. Okay, so based on the gender, okay, I'm giving who is having disease. Now feature selection, it is X and Y. So in X, I am going to drop the target column because other things I require. There is no unnecessary details here. All these things are important for the prediction. Okay, and the target is the output. So that will be in Y, and in X I will be having the other things. Okay, in X I am having other than target. I am dropping it since it's a column wise action. I am using axis equal to 1. And in Y, I am selecting the target alone. Okay, and since it is numerical values, okay, I am going to scale it using standard scaler. From sklearn.preprocessing, we have seen this, right? Yesterday, standard scaler. I am creating an object, fit and transforming the X and storing it in X again. Now this will be the X scaled values, and the Y is the target. Okay, it is 0 or 1. And now I am going to the train test split part. X train, X test, Y train, Y test, and train test split module. I am passing X and Y. I am setting the test size as 0.3, 30%. Okay, and I am setting this optional stratify as Y, and then the random state. Every time this runs, it is going to randomly pick the train and test. It is not the same one. So that's how we set the random state. I'll run this. So now we'll check the shape. Okay. Print xtrain.shape, and the answer for this will be ytrain.shape. So this is the training part we'll be giving to the machine. Okay, so 212 rows and 13 columns have been given as questions, and these 212 will be the answers for the machine. Similarly, For testing, finally I'll be giving the testing part, test.shape, and here also test.shape. Okay guys, so 91 is for testing. So this y test will be the original answer, and I'll be giving the x test around to the machine. So 91 answers will be given by the machine. Okay, and I'll be having 91 answers on my own, and 91 original answers and 91 from the machine. So what I'll be doing, I'll be passing this to the accuracy score calculation to get a score actually. Okay, so this is how. Now I'm going to import a model. Okay, see, we have imported this here, right? From sklearn.linear_model, I am importing logistic regression. So this model I am going to use. So I have to create an object for it. Model is equal to logistic regression. So first we'll use this model, and then I'll come into these other models. I'll go and use this model. It is in this variable model equal to logistic regression. Now I want to do the training part. So how will I do? I need to call this model.fit. So fitting is the training part. I have to pass the training value x and y train. So x train is the original, it is the questions, and y train is the answers. So it will fit on this. So I'll call it to run. So it is going to fit, and it is fitted now. Now I want to do the prediction. Okay, so prediction will be, I'll store it in this variable x train prediction equal to model.predict. I'm going to predict. I'll be passing only the x train. Okay, so the y train will be the original answer, but I am not going to pass that. Instead, machine will predict it here. I'll remove this line so that I can show you. I'll run this. I'll print this x train prediction. See here, it is zeros and ones. What is the zeros and ones? This is 91. I can print the length of it. Okay, bracket. See here, it is giving me 212. Here I am passing the x train value. So here I have trained with x train, and I am passing with x train. I can test with x test also. So if I pass the x test, which is the new questions, so the model is going to give me the answer, and it is 91. How 91? I am passing the x test, which is 91 rows and 13 columns, this questions, and now it is given the answers 91. Now I can compare with this. Okay, clear? You can do the prediction on the training data also and the testing data also, but it is must to go with the testing data. So you can pass and get the training data result. So if you need to get the accuracy score, okay, here I'll pass with the testing data first. Training data, sorry. I have trained with training data, and again passing it using accuracy score from sklearn.metrics. I am passing the prediction and the original value. Now if I print the accuracy score, it is 0.83. So if it is, you can multiply it with 100 so that it can be in the percentage. Okay. So it is 83% this model. Okay. On training data, you can go and do with the testing data. So testing data is important, and I am passing the same x test prediction and y original value. So here for the new questions, it is given 0.85. Okay, nearly 85% it is correct. So it is somewhat good. Okay. Now what we are going to do? We got 85%. Now I'll try to improve this. I'll check with other model it is going best or not. Okay. So I'll go and take some other model. I have loaded it here. So this is another model, support vector machine. Model 2 equal to support vector machine. I'll load it. Okay, it is in model 2. I'll do the prediction with model 2 now. I'll pass it here. Okay, we have to fit it. Sorry, this model 2.fit. Once you have to fit and then upload it. Okay. And I hope there is a review form is available now in the chat box. Please try to give a review. So since 1 day is left, okay, it will be better if you give your valuable review regarding the class. Write about your experience, how this class started. Yes, there will be assignment 4 in tomorrow's class. You can write about your experience regarding the assignments. We have given 3 assignments, right? And we tried to make you and post it in LinkedIn and Facebook. And regarding the LinkedIn, if you are uploaded there, it is a platform where many working professions recruiters are available, many companies are there, and whatever the post you are given, it will be in your feed, right? So whenever someone visit your profile, they can see those, what the work you have done. So it is a great way. So please upload all the assignments, it is worth for you, and write about your experience, how this class gone. Okay, clear guys? Please give your valuable review, write some in Google review, it will be, the link is available. You can give your valuable review, which will be helpful for us to validate. So now I'll train the model with model 2 and I'll do the prediction now with support vector classifier. I'll print the training accuracy, which is 91. Now we got 91%, right? So regarding the project submission, we'll give the last date for project. Okay, and here we'll go with the testing prediction with model 2 actually now. So it is 84%. Okay, and now we'll go and try with some other model. It is random forest classifier. This is a tree based algorithm, right? I load it. Model 3 I have to fit. So this is a part, you have to fit it and then predict. Fitting will be giving the training part, and you can do the prediction with X value alone in the training part and testing part. Now here we got 100, okay, in the training, which means it is a training. We already give a question and answer, so it is giving 100 in that. The important thing is it should give well in the testing part. So here we'll try to print the accuracy score. It is 82%. Okay, you can go and try with some other model also. So based on which is good, we can select it. Okay, you can fit it. Once you fit it, you can go and do the prediction. Anyone can do the project, you can register it. So here on training data in this algorithm we got 81%. I'll go with this one. In testing part it is 85%, so it is now somewhat good. Now we are going to build a predictive system. So what is this predictive system? We have tried to get the training and testing part, okay, but what is the idea behind this? If you want to give a new data, it should predict and give you the value, right? Here what we are going to do, we are going to give a new set of value which is only one row, and this is for one patient. If one patient is entering his detail, yes, one person is enough to register. You can give the names of the other persons. One project should be registered only so one time only. So one person from your group, register it. NM code is Naan Mudhalvan code. If you have it, you can apply it, or else it is not it is optional only. It is not mandatory. You can leave it. And this is like for a new patient, if he is giving the details, I am storing it in a tuple. So how I got this? You can type it manually for every column. These are for columns. The first column is age, right? So these details. You can get it in your dataset. Okay, and all those columns alone. Apart from target, I am going to predict the target. This is the input data. Using NumPy, I am converting into an array. I told you, right, when we see about NumPy, it is useful here. So since it is only one row and all the columns, I am reshaping it in the way 1, -1. One row and all the columns. Okay, -1, it will take the entire one. And I am choosing the model, which model I need. I am going to predict it and pass this one row alone. It will give the prediction. If the output is 0, which means the patient don't have heart disease, right? If the output is 1, then he have a heart disease. So I'll run this. So the output we got from this model is 0, which means the patient don't have a heart disease. Okay, clear? So for different patient, you can store it. You can ask the user input. You can convert. You can give some variables here. Ask it as a user input for age and all those details. And you can pass it as an array and make this prediction. Clear? So please try to give your review. And next class for data science, it is starting on 26th. So in that we will be seeing some detail about this machine learning projects and all. If you are interested, you can join that also. Yes, you can join in, do the project individually. So we have completed the classification project, and this is how you can choose an algorithm and do the prediction and compare the score and then give a predictive system. And next will be a regression problem. So what is a regression? Based on the dependent and independent variable, it is going to give you a value, okay, like time series analysis and so on. And here we are going to see a project which is car price prediction. Okay, we are going to predict the car price. So it is not this or that, it is like in a range it will give you a value. So the goal of the problem is to predict the selling price of a used car. So this is a used car based on various attributes present in the column. So this information can be useful for both buyers and sellers of used cars. Buyers can use the predicted price to negotiate a fair price for a used car, while sellers can be you can use for their used car. And the objective of this project is to build a machine learning model that can accurately predict the selling price of the used car based on the features. So we are going to train our model and do the prediction stuff here. So these are the features in that data set. It is name of the car, year, selling price, kilometers driven, since this is a used car, right? So regarding the project, you want to apply it before this Sunday, it is 23rd, okay? Regarding the submission of the code, the last date of submission, we will update it tomorrow. In which way you want to upload it, what is the due date? Okay, regarding that, I'll tell you in tomorrow's session. Tomorrow will be the last class, right? Please make sure you attend that session. I'll tell you in that time. Regarding the submission, how and where you are going to do, what is the procedure, we'll tell you that. Now we have given the registration form alone. Please register if you are willing to do. All the videos are available in YouTube. You can watch it. There won't be any way to fill the attendance. Okay, so you can learn based on watching the videos. It is available in Pantech elearning. YouTube, there is a separate playlist for this virtual internship. So these are the features. We'll try to do this project also. Okay. So I'll load the data set. I'll connect it. You will get the joining link for data science in mail, through mail. I'll load the car data set. With this we can wind up today's session. This is a regression problem. I'll import the necessary libraries, pandas, matplotlib, seaborn. I'll load the data set, car data set. We'll see what all the features there. We have seen, right, car name, year, selling price, present price, kilometers driven, fuel type, seller type, transmission and owner. And there are some text details here which you want to encode, okay? Just one people enough to submit. So I'll go with car dataset.shape. So what is the shape of it? Abstract, write about your project in 1 or 2 paragraphs. So it is consists of 301 rows and 9 columns. I'll go and get the info. So this is what the information, and it seems like there is no null value. You can actually check it with .isNull.sum. It is 0 everywhere. Okay, so there is no null value, and we'll get what is the fuel type, seller type, transmission value count. Fuel type, seller type and transmission. All these things have text data which I want to encode. So I'll count it, and it seems like in fuel type there is petrol, diesel and CNG 239, 60 and 2. And the dealer, seller type, it is dealer or individual and their count. Okay, and transmission, it is manual or automatic, their count. Now what I am going to do, since it is a text data, we know how to encode, right? With the help of label encoder, I am calling one single column, fitting and transforming it, and then doing the same for all these 3. So I'll run this. Now I have encoded. We'll try to see the head. See here, now it is changed into numbers. Okay, we have encoded it. So I can actually get this thing again, value counts. So we'll check whether it is matching or not. See here, 239, 2 petrol we have right here. So it has got encoded in that way, 239, 60 and 2, 195, 106, 261, 40. Those values have now encoded and it is numerical format. Now it is time for us to select the features, important features. So I am not going to select the car name, okay? I don't want it to be considered. So I'll leave the car name. Since there are many different things, you cannot use it for prediction. It will be having no importance there. So block diagram is optional. If you have, it will be better. And then the owner, okay, finally the selling price will be the thing which we are predicting. So I don't want it in the features which mean the question. So in X I don't want the car name and the selling price, and in Y it is the selling price because I'm going to predict that. I'll print X. So I'm going to scale it with standard scaler, fit and transform. I'll print Y. Okay, so this is the features. It is the selling price. We are going to predict it using X train trace split. I'm going to call X and Y the test size and random state. I'll run this. We can get the shape of it. Okay, we haven't imported it. So from SQL, where we have it, dot model underscore selection, import the last date for project submission. I'll update you in tomorrow's class. So now it will be separated into training and testing part. I'll try to get the shape of it. Xtrain dot shape, comma Ytrain dot shape. So this will be the training part. Okay, 270 rows and 7 columns for training and 1 column is the answer. And then for testing, I'll change it to test part. Okay, it's 31 rows and 7 columns for testing, and this answer I'll be comparing. So now we are going to import a model. Okay, from sklearn.linear model, import linear regression. So this linear regression, logistic regression, we have used it for classification problem. This linear regression is for this regression problem, and there is another model known as lasso. It is also for regression problem. Finally, metrics. As I told you, right, in the accuracy score is for classification problem, and for regression problem it will be R2 square calculation. It should be near to 1 so that it is very good model. I'll load in model linear regression. Okay, I'll fit is the training part. I'll fit with train, X train and Y train. I'll do the training data prediction. Okay, I'll run this. So okay, I'm predicting it. Once I'm trained it, I predict the X train value. This is the training data prediction, and using metrics dot R2 underscore score. This is a R squared error which is done for regression problem. I'm passing the Y original value and the machine predicted value, and the score is 0.87. If it is near to 1, then it is good. Okay, you cannot do the accuracy score in regression problem. In regression problem, we have to go with what it is, R2 square. Okay, I'll go and test with the testing data. Project title you have to decide. You have to decide what idea you are going to do. For that, you can give a project title. So it is 0.83 for testing data. I'll load another model now, lasso. I'll do fitting. I'll do the prediction, and this model will try to get what is the score. It is 0.84 in the training data, and it is 0.87 in the testing data. So we have done this car price prediction, which is a regression problem. So in tomorrow's class, the last day, we will see a clustering problem, which comes under unlabeled data, unsupervised learning. Okay, if you want to continue with this machine learning, you can come to the data science class where we will be seeing elaborately. Since it is few days, I cannot show you the entire thing. It is fast, I know, but we will try to take it elaborately in that internship. Okay, so if you guys have any doubt, you can ask it now regarding the projects and regarding the submission final date and all those details. I'll tell you in tomorrow's class, the last day. Clear, guys? NM code is Naan Mudhalvan code. If you have it, you can give it. If you don't have, you can skip it. Okay. So in tomorrow's class we'll be seeing a clustering. It is not compulsory, NM code is optional. You can actually submit the form without entering it. You can do any domain you wish, okay? You can skip the project, it is not necessary. There is price amount for the projects. If you are a winner, for the first 3 winners there is some price amount. So if you are interested, you can submit the project, you can register for it and submit it. Yeah, you can try with that mailing system for blind. What is the plan? How are you going to do that? You can try it with voice command. Is it? You can automate. There are some libraries for sending the mail, but you have to do some, like in mail there is some security, you want to disable it, then only you can use it to automatically send mail. Okay, if you are trying to do with voice automation, you can do that. Based on the other projects, the winner will be selected. So what's your problem with speech recognition project? I think it will be better you do it in VS Code or your Python IDE. It will be better. There are some issues with Google Colab. It's not, some people are not getting it properly. So that's why I have shown you an IDE. Okay, regarding that classes I have taken in Python IDE only, right? Regarding the certificates, you will get to know in mail. Okay, you will get it. So yes, you can join the data science internship. It is starting on 26th of April. Okay, actually this error, I think, okay, so you are having some issue with speech recognition, but what you are telling the error is the module import. I hope, see here, the library speech recognition, the thing in Python is, I hope you have saved a file in the name speech underscore recognition. If you are having a Python file in that name, it is going to give you error. You don't, please don't save your Python file in the like already available module names. So it will give confusion to the Python IDE. If you are having the circular import, it is you are trying to import it improperly. If you are having it, okay, it will like interconnected. So I hope it is, you want to check whether you are having any file, Python file in that speech underscore recognition. It is a Python module name. Don't interconnect it, it will show you error. Yes, abstract is just about your project. Project registration form will be available in today's description YouTube video and yesterday's description also, you can check it. If many wish in Tamil, we can go bilingual, no issue. You must have 75% attendance mandatory for and project submissions for getting certificate. So in abstract you write about your project, what you are going to describe it in 1 or 2 paragraphs. What is the idea, how you are going to do, if you are trying to take some project, what is the need for that project. No, 75% is mandatory, not 100%. Regarding the data science link, it will be, you will be getting it soon in your mail. If you wish, you can register it. So in the data science, we will start with all the necessary libraries. We will see again with pandas, numpy, but very elaborately. And the machine learning projects also will take further time and do it properly there. Moving towards data science, okay, it is a composed of everything, right? So machine learning is also an important part. So it is also 20 days, I'll be handling it. Block diagram is optional. It will be better if you have the clear cut idea, you can give block diagram, otherwise skip it. And in today's class, in the description also you can find this review form. So regarding this class, how about your experience regarding with the assignments, okay, about the class, the way how it handled. You can give your valuable review using Google review. Yes, you can do with OpenCV. If you are interested, you can do it OpenCV also. The last date for project submission, I'll update you in tomorrow's class. It will be most probably by 30. Okay, so by tomorrow is April 19, so we are completing the class, and it will be 10-day time for you to complete the entire project. So hopefully it will be April 29 or 30. I'll confirm it and tell you. Okay, that will be the last date. Please give your review, write elaborately about your experience, and if you want us to improve something, you can give that also. And if you are interested, guys, you can try this. I have actually tried this. So in the, what is the assignment we have given, in the third assignment we have given the voice recommendation, right? Okay, in that, try to do some modifications for your task. This is not for project, I am telling you personally. It is interesting, you can give. And if you are learning with data science, you can go with natural language processing. You can create an AI which is speak with you, like Alexa or some other things like that. Okay, yes, the Sunday will be the last day for registering for the project. So it is based on your skill. If you can go with front end and back end, so that your project will be stand separately out, right? I hope you get the point. Everyone is trying to win the game, so you should be unique so that you can win and in the participation. How much you are giving, it will be worth it. Okay. Regarding the submission, how to do it, what all things you have to do, we will be discussing it in tomorrow's session. The last date where you are going to submit it. Yes, you can join data science. Initially, I told you it's Friday in last session, but we have changed. Like few members have requested. So the last date for registering the project will be this Sunday. It is 23rd. I hope. And regarding the project submission, last date and how to do it, I'll update you in tomorrow's class in the last day. Make sure you attend the last session. We'll be discussing a cluster problem. Yes, you can use OpenCV. You can do image processing project also. Yes, you will be get updated with the data science registration link through WhatsApp and mail. It is not started yet. No, it's separate. Project submission is separate. If you wish, you can go with project. The project is involved with prize money. If you win, you will get prize money. So that's what the idea behind this. If you are interested, you can go on with the project. Otherwise, you will be having the certificate for the participation alone. And 75% attendance is mandatory for it. Okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you. Make sure you and also update the third assignment. I got only few uploads. Okay, update the assignments. It will be closed soon. So please make sure you update the assignment 3 update form and give your review. Make sure you apply for the project. And that's it, guys. Thank you. We'll see you one last time in tomorrow's class. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes, you can do the project as a group, 4 members maximum, including you, totally 4. Try to contact our team, they will add you in WhatsApp group. Thank you guys. Please do me a favor, please give that review. That will be really helpful for our team to validate. Okay. So thank you guys. So tomorrow, last day, I'll be giving you one assignment also. Okay, with what we have seen in this last 5 days, we'll try to do another assignment. So with that, we'll be winding up this internship. I hope it went well. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you guys. Thank you.